your favor.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from SoFi. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, we're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Now he'll run. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
McBride is the motion man. On second down, Purdy gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time, and they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
He'll push ahead to the 21. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
This is taken at the 25. The Panthers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They run out of the gun with Brooks. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. He's to midfield. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, LA. And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. To throw is Purdy. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Play action now. Purdy. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not. And be taken down there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They send Godwin in motion. Purdy now on second down. He keeps it himself. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Third down. Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Rams offense getting set to get back to work. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. Third and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get the play. They'll work now on second and 4. Williams in motion. A first down throw for Purdy. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride.
calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Again in the air for Purdy. This one on target to Godwin. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Williams in motion. Here's Purdy again. He'll get this out wide. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. On the ground is Brooks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage. And that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers are back within 1. It's 7-6. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. A second down throw for Young. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. 3rd and long. And here's Bijan. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, L.A. Now Young. He finds De'Ami Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. He'll tuck it and take off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. To throw is Young. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Young. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Rams. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really, everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Try again. It's second and 10. Purdy. Here comes the... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Rams have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. To throw, Young. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. It really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
So we've reached halftime here. It is an 8-point game as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan coaches as our EA Sports. Halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Rams offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll go play action with Young. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Another run here for Robinson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Now Young, and that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Burks coming out for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's to the right side, caught by McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Panther 1st down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Godwin working the right side. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. McBride is the motion man. They'll throw again with Purdy. That one is... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
He is in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Carolina.
This kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup. Good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Purdy gonna put it up again. He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are all tied here in the 3rd quarter. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back to work. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
And he's got this something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, Young. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
From the gun here on third.
Has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The visitors' offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On first and 10, Purdy. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. He's carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to tuck it and go. He is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards. From the 39, here's a first and 10. They run over center with Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short game. Tie game late, and they want to play with some tempo. On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On play action, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. From the gun, it's Young. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. He's got it! And taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Panthers. Boswell adds the extra point. Panthers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st down, it's Robinson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
There's a guy, Mike, who just refuses to go down. You'd love to see the old school kind of stiff arm. Get off me. Ability to break these tackles and still pick up big yards.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. Down late, trying to get to the line quickly. Mingo, the man in motion. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. Back to throw, Young. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we hit the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Robinson. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Will Hernandez out of UTEP. Guilty that time. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. Play action now. Purdy. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Time, all 3 times. It's 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. 1st and 10. Purdy. To the end zone there.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. He just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
All right, Mike, foul this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Fourth. Here's Robinson. And he nearly got the first down there. We'll give him 9 yards, but